Well, today I'm working on the fence. It's nice and calm. The wind's not blowing. Yesterday it was pretty brutal for the wind anyway. It was 35 mile to 45 mile an hour steady with 60 to 70 mile an hour gust. So there was not any working on the fence, at least later in the day. But I'll spin the camera around, let you see the whole fence line. So this is the fence facing north, and those piles of dirt right there are where the pond's at, and you've got the building and the road leading out of the property, and then this is south. That last T-post down there, you can see there's two of them. The last one is the back southeast corner of the property. I'll move the camera down. So we're about 300 feet down from where we were a minute ago. I'm going to tie my rope on here. This T-post is already set on the center line of the property. So we're going to go about 200 feet that way to the other pin that's in the ground, and I'll set another stake T-post. So what I've got here is the pin that I'm going to be lining the rope up on. Right here, that's the pin. So that's the property line edge. So the two things I have to drive the post in is a T-post driver. It's just a piece of pipe that's got two little handles on the side. It's got a cap on the other end, which works okay in areas that are not real rocky, but I have a good variation of rocks here. And if that don't work, I've got a 10-pound sledgehammer. And if that don't work, I've got a SDS Plus rotary hammer with the battery that I made and an inverter to drill through the rock. Basically what I do is the barbed wire will be on the inside. Whatever side of the post the barbed wire is on, that's the side you're trying to keep animals in. As they push against the wire, it pushes against the post. What I'm going to do is, for now, I'm just going to eyeball where it needs to be. I'll put it in a little bit, enough to tension the rope to it, and then I can adjust this to where it needs to be after that. Got a little torpedo level so I can hold it plumb. I'm going to drive it in there. We'll see where I'm sitting when I can get the rope on the T-post. Not looking like it's going to go in there. It's pretty rocky. Plan C, I'm going to go get my drill and pop a hole right there, set it, and some earplugs. Well, this is plan C. I've got a SDS rotary hammer with an 1.5" coring bit. That was in there, cored through. It looks like I need to go that way, probably about an inch. Well, I gotta drill another hole. Keep your fingers crossed to see. Wind's starting to pick up again. Right on the money. The ground's pretty tough here, so I'm going to use the sledgehammer. Standing on the bucket makes it a lot easier than trying to hammer above your head. Well, that's one T-post. You can see why it takes so long to put a fence out here. Take you over here, let you see what it looks like down the line. And you can see it's nice and straight. Now what I'm going to do, we're back at the post I set on the pin, the last pin. I put my rope up to get my straight edge. I'm going to measure every 20 feet where the T-post will be. And then I'll set the T-post at the very end past the other pin. And then put one midpoint just like we did on this one. So I got my 20 feet increments measured out. I'm going to take it, go get some T-post and drop them where they go. And then we'll set the end one down there by the pin. Well, that's pretty much it for the fence. Other than that, you just be watching me walk back and forth with T-post and do the same thing that I've already covered. So I'll see you on the next one.